So hey guys, and welcome to another video where today I'll be showing you this, which is the white, kind of what I refer to as the reverse Oreo, basically Sony PlayStation 4 Slim. So what's cool about this is when you usually look at PlayStation 4s online or in store, they're going to be black. And so this one's a white one. It's quite a special one for that, and I think it looks really cool. The only thing about it is the controller is black, but I mean that's not a huge issue, and it actually kind of contrasts quite nicely with the white of the console. Now we're just going to be doing a quick look today, not a review, because I want to do like a proper like camera shots and like all that kind of because right now it's nighttime, but like in the daytime I want to do like a proper review and like kind of take you through all that. But for now I'm just going to kind of show you the ports, you know, the every like small detail about the actual console itself. So we're going to start off down here, and as you can see we have a power button. Now when this is the console is on, it goes white. When the console is off, the LEDs are off, and these are tiny LEDs by the way. And when it's in rest mode, these are orange, so that's pretty cool. This is the eject disc button. I think in there now is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, great game by the way. And then we have, how many times is it going to fall over? That's actually 2 back pieces to this setup that's fallen over. Anyway, the disc tray, though you can't really see it, let's try and back up a little bit here. And just, yep, that's better. And then we've got the USB ports. I don't know if they're USB 2 or 3, but they won't be USB 1, will they? And there's 2 of those, so you can charge a controller or connect a device or whatever to it. I don't know if I know it charges controllers, but I don't know about, you know, connecting any devices. It should do though, surely. Oh yeah, maybe with the PlayStation camera, I don't know. But up here is the PlayStation logo, and now let's move to the back. So this is the back of the console, and it has first of all got the power supply kind of socket. This is a pretty standard power supply. You should have seen this before. And then oh yeah, that's an aux port. I can't really see it very well. Then you've got HDMI out, LAN, so that's Ethernet obviously. And then a warranty avoid if seal removed or damaged. And then Dolby, kind of all that. And then you can't see this, and I can barely see this, but on the black, you see here where my finger is, this kind of section in between this piece and this piece is like, it's got loads of writing on it. You can't see it, I can barely see it. And wait, does it? Yeah, I'm not going crazy, that is writing. It's just really, really small, so you can't really make that out, but it is there. So moving on to the bottom, I would say this is the coolest part of this console. So instead of having rubber feet, this has the triangle, circle, cross, I was about to say square, and square. Actual straight from here, ported over to the back as feet. This is so cool, and it keeps it, you know, stood up, you know, stably on a surface like this. So as you can see, it's not going to wobble around. This is a very solid system. It's properly mounted on there. Now, one point to make is you can't really mount it like this. You can't really have it on its side because it's kind of thin and a bit wobbly. But I mean, why would you want to when it's, you know, it looks like this, like that? Although, I've just realised that this is actually this way, this PlayStation logo. So I would say if you were to mount it like that, I would Google it because I have no idea if this is right. You should probably mount it on this side so the logo's facing like that. I don't know though. To be honest, I wouldn't risk it because look, as you can see, there's a fan mount there. I don't know if there is on the other side. Let's have a look. Yeah, there is. So I wouldn't mount it like that. I'd mount it how it's supposed to be mounted on these feet, these cool feet. And so what else is on the bottom? It looks like, to me, that's all there is except for this shiny kind of mirror, and as I run my hand across it, it's actually a different texture to the actual plastic. So you've got the kind of a matte finish to this plastic, and this is kind of a glossy finish. So it's like an extra detail that is, you know, appreciated. So it's like it matches with it. So honestly, my S8 camera is a really good camera. It's just that I can't really, it's just the light's not very good, so I can't really film very well, but it is, you know, a lot more, like it looks a lot better in person. But I got this for Christmas, and it is like crazy good value. It was like less than £200, I'm pretty sure. And it came with a controller as well, which is awesome. Check this out. So, I mean, if you haven't seen a PlayStation 4 controller at this point, you probably should have done, but I will show you just quickly if you haven't. So here it is, and it's got the traditional PlayStation button right in the center. Now, what this doubles as is it doubles as a power button. So when you click on that, it will actually turn on the console once it actually finds it. So it also, there we go, it's actually started flashing. But it's not going to find this console because it's not plugged in. It also doubles as a login button, so it says to log into PlayStation 4, press the PS button to connect the controller and kind of log in. So that is what that kind of doubles as. You've got your kind of front, back, you know, ubiquitous, you know, generic keys there. And then you've got a built-in speaker, which is really cool. So you can actually hear audio coming out of this speaker grill. So you don't hear it often, but sometimes you'll hear some in-game commentary or whatever, which is really quite cool. Again, another lesser used feature is the touchpad. You will use it, you know, occasionally. Sometimes you'll use this for one or two little bits within a game. You won't usually use it though. One part of the OS that you will be able to use it with is the keyboard, but it's kind of finicky, and it does click as well. So don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, you can now. And as you can see, it like depresses inwards as you click. So it's just like the kind of the diving board switches on old MacBook Pros trackpads. It is kind of like a rubbery texture compared to the actual rest of the controller. And it's got these dots, which is quite cool. And then you got the share key and the options key. You really kind of need to get into the kind of the OS of the PS4 to kind of know what they do. But this one's basically you can broadcast and share with that one, and the options key is kind of like this, you know, just kind of like, well, in Tomb Raider, I can give you an example. It's like the start key. Like you click it to start the game up. It's like starts on a splash screen. This is a micro USB rechargeable controller, which is really cool. So you just plug it in to recharge it. You got L2 and R2, L1 and R1. Sony logo. This is the light bar. If I just click on the front button, you'll see it starts to flash. And on here is the model number and all that. And then right at the bottom, we have the EXT port. I don't know what that does at all. And the headphone socket. So you can plug in to that port right there a headphone like system and use that for that, like in-game audio and all that. So that has been that. Oh yeah, you got your analog sticks obviously. So that has been, oh yeah, and one more, sorry, square, circle, triangle and cross buttons as well. So thanks for watching guys. Make sure to subscribe to see more videos on my channel, and like, comment, do all that. Make sure you do that guys. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.